Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We'd like to thank you guys for blowing up our last Kahoot video. Like damn, at this point we're just a Kahoot channel. But today it's just a little compilation video of our TikToks that we do. If you're not following our TikTok, please go follow it already. Yeah, let us know some video ideas you guys want us to do in the future in the comments below. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Bow!
Good night to everyone except people who still say shout out for shout out, vegans, anyone with a bullshit ass last name like Cromwell or Detweiler, people who enjoy Grey's Anatomy, anyone with a peanut allergy, anyone who likes red delicious apples, girls who have ever said the phrase they are a white man's whore or a night rider, people who still do streaks, and people who are over the age of 20 and still have a curfew. And lastly, people who still put Cantu in their hair. The rest of y'all, good night. Good night to everyone except people with no friends, YouTube couple channels, people who check the scoreboard at the end of the game just to see how much better they did than their own teammates, anyone who's wearing a sock with a hole in it right now, people whose favorite fast food chain is Chipotle, people who are above the age of 14 and don't know how to swim, anyone who hasn't seen our newest YouTube video, and lastly, this girl. The rest of y'all, good night. Good night to everyone except anyone who says caramel instead of caramel, anyone who owns a hairless cat, anyone with a bullshit ass middle name like Elizabeth or Marie, anyone whose favorite flavor is blue raspberry, any dude who refers to themselves as a Chad, any teacher who has ever said the phrase, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do, people who own fish tanks, anybody who actually drinks tomato juice, anyone who eats coconut flavored anything, and lastly, whoever owns the shade room. The rest of y'all, good night. Good night to everyone except people who still use Firefox, anyone who openly eats mustard or relish, anyone who posts NBA Youngboy quotes, anyone who actually sits in one of these type of lives, anybody with the name Bob, anyone with a septum piercing. Thought I was gonna leave you alone, didn't I? Yeah. And lastly, Winnie Harlow. The rest of y'all, good night. Good night to everyone except people who actually enjoy Dasani water, anyone with a short torso, anyone whose favorite cereal is Cheerios, anyone who showers without any music, people who are flats over drums, anyone who's Team Damon, people who wake up and paint their car orange, vegans who say the phrase, you know that had a family too, right? And lastly, anyone who enjoys the taste of Coke. The rest of y'all, good night. Good night to everyone except people who have snakes as pets, people who have night lights, yes, including children, people who enjoy the taste of a grapefruit, people who are lactose intolerant, people who eat plain hamburgers, Harry Styles stands, and Elena Gilbert. Right to everyone except the entire state of Maine, vegans who say the phrase, it tastes just like real meat, people who go to the bathroom without their phones, rappers who still say the phrase, they got that 30 on me like... Rappers who still say the phrase, I got that 30 on me like I'm Stephen Curry. Resellers, people who only listen to EDM, and anyone who didn't watch my newest video on YouTube. The rest of y'all, good night. Good night to everyone except girls who say you're gonna hate me before canceling on a date, anyone whose favorite chocolate is Twix, anyone whose favorite flavor of Doritos is Cool Ranch, any girl who's addicted to vape, any dude in a fraternity, high school guidance counselors, white girls that drive Jeeps, anyone who drinks milk by itself, anyone who's watched and thoroughly enjoyed the movie Twilight, anyone who owns Uggs, and lastly, anyone who's not subscribed to my YouTube. The rest of y'all, good night.